It's that time again. There's a new version of iOS headed to your iPhone and iPad. But after last year's disastrous iOS 8 upgrade, it's easy to see why you'd be scared.
No, not again. You're going to break everything and kill my battery. I think they just do this so I'll buy another phone. Just go away.
Yeah, it was bad. But this year, Apple's concentrated on making the operating system far more stable. It even gave users early access to help report bugs. I've been using it on the iPhone 5S, iPhone 6, and various iPads. And you know what? It feels a lot like using the old version. The operating system is far from a giant leap. In fact, as far as new features goes, it feels like Apple's playing catch up with Android and even Windows. But here are the things that I think make the upgrade more than worth it. And I'm not just talking about the middle finger emoji that's in iOS 9.1. Admit it, this is the worst part of your day. But good news, you have a new best friend. Meet low power mode.
When you switch it on, it disables many of the more power-hungry system features and turns down brightness. When you get into the 20% danger zone, an iPhone 6 with low power mode on will last 40 minutes longer than one without it. Plus, you can see what apps are all eating at your battery.
Swipe to the right, and you're at what I like to call Siri's screen. Here is where Siri predicts the next app you want to use or the next person you want to talk to. She even suggests nearby locations you may be looking for depending on the time of day. Why yes, Siri, it is 6 p.m., and I could use a martini. Siri is still nowhere near as good as Google Now at predicting things, but this screen and this search box is now my first stop to look for a contact, app, or an email. And speaking of search, the settings menu now even has its own search box. You see this little strip of text? Well, it's arguably the biggest thing about using iOS 9 on your iPhone. When you get taken out of one app into another, you can easily get back by tapping this link. Small perk, yes, and Android has had a back button for years, but it saves major time.
There's also a pretty new multitasking view, but why Apple had to change the direction of the way you swipe the cards is completely lost on me.
All these new features work on the iPad, but the newest iPads finally get some long overdue features, like split-screen multitasking. Unfortunately, you'll need the iPad Air 2 to do it, but you can now put two apps side by side on the screen. The iPad Mini 2 and 3 and the iPad Air support this little slide over view though. The new keyboard tricks and the picture-in-picture video viewing are also really handy. Look, you're gonna get iOS 9. Statistically, most people upgrade. I'm just saying you're probably gonna like it for the time-saving tricks and for the stability that should help with avoiding this.